before start the PeopleSoft administrator, just we need to discuss few things about the PeopleSoft. What kind of it is, software or ERP package, any kind of normal development software. We need to discuss basically everyone knows aware of that ERP. What is the ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning. So basically, this is a kind of it's variety of the software applications such as customer relationship management, higher education, human resources management systems. So we have other systems available in every company. Probably ERP system can use the big organization, Fortunate 100 companies they will use. So if you want to integrate it with all the data into the one system, then we need to go for the ERP systems. So that what will happen, so all the data will be integrated and it will store into the one system, so that it will be easily, you can fetch the data from the ERP system and make the reports to available to the all MD or someone wants to the particular data for the company wise, company each organization wise. So it is very difficult to fetch the information from each system. So to avoid those kind of things, so ERP software came to the picture into the market. So what it does, it will integrate all the among the softwares in all the application into the one application, one ERP system. Then it will save all the data into the one system. That is the ERP, basic ERP. So we have particular ERPs available in the market, like Oracle, SAP, and PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Solaris. So every ERP has own advantages and disadvantages are there. So basically, most of apart from all the ERPs, PeopleSoft is most of the advantages are there compared to the other ERPs. So firstly, PeopleSoft invented the human resources management system. Basically, every company having their own employees details need to be stored in the one system. So before ERP came picture, they used to normal Excel sheets, and they will maintain the like that in the systems. So it is the inconsistency data. So to avoid those things, so they implemented the human resource management system, so that whatever the employees information, it will store into that ERP systems. So end to end employees details, when employee join the organization, when employee exists to the organization, what are the needed for the employees information, it will store into the human resource management system. So that PeopleSoft invented. So it got very success in the market up to 2004. Once that time Oracle acquired the PeopleSoft system. So basically, what you understand exactly ERP system is, it is the automated, integrated the core business process, such as customers information. If you want to scheduling the operations, if you want to maintaining the records, like record sense financial data or human resource data, customer data. So if you want to maintain into the one single system, we need to go for the ERP system. So that depends on client, budget, client prospective, client requirement. They will go for their own ERP systems. Like I have a big organization, kind of TCS, IBM. We have more than lakhs of the people, employees data need to be stored. Obviously, I won't go for the small ERP system, because it might be have the more disadvantages are there compared to advantages. Might be it won't work efficiently. Then depends on client requirement, their budget, they will go for their own ERP systems. So most probably most of the clients, so in US, they are using the ERP system as a PeopleSoft. So PeopleSoft HCM they started to use. Most of the if you see the in colleges, universities in the US and UK, so their front end system is ERP only. So that is more friendly of the PeopleSoft ERP systems. So again later PeopleSoft invented the several modules, like apart from HCM, like finance application they invented. After that, customer relation management they they developed. So finance, again, finance, it reached their own market in the even US and India as well as even Australia. Few clients are available in the PeopleSoft. So in the finance, what is the advantage of the compared to the other other ERPs? Finance, it will accurately store the consistency data, and if you can get the data from the legacy system sense, which is not part of the ERP systems. You can call it as a legacy system. So then easily integrated with the other application. There is no complicated the process for if you want to integrate it. So that is a more advantages of that finance. Later, customer relationship management, call centers, they used to use their own portal. So like that, PeopleSoft came to the picture into the like in the market. So later Oracle acquired, they're planning to, decommission the PeopleSoft, and they're planning to merge into the fusion, but it is not possible into, because PeopleSoft, what are the supporting the application like integrated application and more features, which is not available into the other ERPs, SAP or like Oracle kind of. So that is the reason they are not going to be decommissioned or merge into the other systems. So it is still in, they are releasing the new features, new versions kind of. So even clients is not approving to the like decommission the PeopleSoft. So because use clients are there in the US, they are not planning to move other systems as well as. So that is a basically PeopleSoft introduction kind of what is the history of the PeopleSoft. So one of the person in the PeopleSoft founder, David Duffield, he is the one person like who started the PeopleSoft ERP as a software in the market. Later, he merged into the Oracle organization. That is all are aware of that. That is a basic introduction. So now what we need to discuss further, like so what is the PeopleSoft? How will you use the PeopleSoft as a ERP? So what is the difference Oracle SAP? Like what is the architecture of the PeopleSoft? So as a admin, as a developer, what is the difference of the roles and responsibilities? What is as a developer, how they will connect? What is the roles and responsibility in the PeopleSoft ERP systems, kind of. So that we will discuss now. Yeah, are you clear as of now?
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, like so this PeopleSoft main advantage is it can be support the multiple OSs sense operating systems. So basically, if you want to build the any ERP system, not only ERP system, any software into the any organization, we need to maintain the some prerequisites of the softwares, like it has to be server or cloud, whatever it may be. It has to be support the any operating systems, so that we can use that software or that application. Then after that, whatever we are entering to the data, it has to be stored into the somewhere since it has to be database or services, cloud, whatever it may be, data centers. It has to be stored. That is a hierarchy of the any software if you want to implement into the organization, if you want to build into the organization. For hierarchy is operating systems, database. On the top of the database, we need to install or build the any application. Now let's we are discussing about on the PeopleSoft application. Obviously, we need to deploy into the PeopleSoft application on the top of the database. Now coming to the operating system. So operating system, everyone knows in your laptop how we are accessing the data using the is a kind of mediator operating system. So we have multiple operating systems are available in the market, like Windows and Linux, Mac. So Linux, Unix flavors are again Red Hat, Oracle, Linux, Red Hat servers. So we have Sun Solaris. We have several operating systems available. So PeopleSoft more advantage is that it will be support any operating system compared to the other ERPs. So that is one of the beauty on this PeopleSoft. and PeopleSoft will be supported 5 databases. Oracle is the main lead in the current market, and Microsoft MS, SQL Server, this is second lead in the current market, and Informatics and IBM DB2. IBM DB2 also their own database developed by the IBM team, so it is also leading the market. A few clients, depends on client budget, client requirement, they will go for their databases. So IBM DB2 and Sysbase. So these 5 databases currently PeopleSoft supporting to those databases. Means PeopleSoft application or whatever the get the data from the multiple resources, multiple integrated application, multiple users. It will support the only this 5 database. It won't support the other part of those database. So that is one of the beauty. But SAP, if you go for SAP will support their database. It won't support the other database. That is one of the drawback. If you want to implement the SAP, we need to have the SAP database only. Again, yeah, that is thing. Again, if you want to implement into the any IBM related clients, then we definitely they suggested to go for the IBM DB2 only. But again, it has some drawbacks are there, some advantages are there. Definitely, all aware of that. In currently lead is Oracle database only. So that is the thing PeopleSoft beauty. So most of the clients, we have a few clients they are using Oracle, few clients they are using IBM DB2, few clients they are using SQL Server. Depends on their requirement. If they will maintain the resource and servers, infrastructure, and maintain the huge data, they will go for good databases, good RDBM software which is available in the current market. So that depends on their their convenient, their budget. So that is so prerequisite OS, RDBMS means database on the top of the application. Application means so we have a application ERP software called as a PeopleSoft. That is the application we need to deploy. That data will store into the database. Then operating system, it will communicate with the data. That is a hierarchy in any software. Now, so what is the operating system? Everyone aware of that. What is the database? So we have RDBMs database are there in the current market. We have plenty of RDBMs are there, but popularly you can heard about Oracle, SQL Server, IBM. So if you see the Oracle, so it will maintain the 11 quadrants compared to the other databases. So that is the reason every client will go for first Oracle based on the budget, based on the data available in their system. They will look for the Oracle. If not, then second option is SQL Server or IBM DB2. So data risk is very low actually, and security wise very good Oracle compared to the other database. And it is a shell based Unix system, means shell based database system, means it will be available in the Linux systems, means Unix commands wise systems, and graphical user interface wise it will be available Oracle, means to support both ways. So what I mean to say, if you want to install the Oracle database in the in Linux machines, so it data risky security wise very good. So it won't someone will come and hack the data. It won't happen. That's how database will be support. So if you see the SQL Server, it will support only Windows based platforms. Now recently they released Linux as well, but they didn't implement it till it is in testing phase. So IBM DB2 as well as. So like that, Oracle DBMS has a own specific advantages, drawbacks are there. So drawback sense is very less compared to the other databases. That is how every clients they will choose the Oracle as a database RDBMS software. Then once OS is done, RDBMS we will select. Then we need to look into for the PeopleSoft application. We need to deploy into the their platforms, database and OS platform. That is the called normal if you want to set up the any ERP systems kind of. If you go for Oracle or PeopleSoft, installation of the installation is common for the all ERP systems. So that is a basic understand. Currently everyone aware of that in the current market. So that is a process. So let's discuss about the what is the PeopleSoft, what is the PeopleSoft architecture. So one of the beauty is that PeopleSoft is it will support the web-based internet architecture. No other ERPs can support the web-based internet architecture. That is one of the beauty of the PeopleSoft. That's why every client will like the PeopleSoft login, PeopleSoft web-based applications. So means as you are aware of that every company having the every financial users, they will enter the data. If they will satisfy, they will continue the any software as you like. So if it will be very hard to load the data into the systems, obviously everyone will go for other application. So like that, PeopleSoft will allow to the users or end users or employees to easily upload the data from the other systems, legacy system sense. It could be other application, it could be Excel sheet, it could be normal flat file like that. So very friendly nature of the PeopleSoft system, and it will be allowed to the enter the data from the other systems. So users will like it actually as of now. So that is the reason the few clients are not moving to the other systems as well, as even though Oracle keep on pressuring to them, the clients, to have implemented the Fusion application, Workday is there, kind of like that. But still users are used to use the web-based application, so they are unable to move to the other application. That is the reason still PeopleSoft alive. So basically, as a that is application. So in every ERP system, definitely it has to be some layer architecture should be there. For example, if you see 10 years, 15 years back, everyone were using the client server architecture. Client server, we have a kind of architectures available in the market. In 1980s, everyone they were using client server architecture, means one-to-one interaction. There is no mediator, there is no other applications involved in that client server. If you want to data, you can connect to the server, you can fetch the data, and it has own advantages are there, own drawbacks are there. Own advantages, performance is sometimes it will be good. Sometimes what happen, if you heavy load is coming from the client, and it to be on the server side, might be server go offline, kind of server not responding sometimes. So lot of drawbacks are there and pros cons are there. So that is common in every application. So later three-tier architecture came to the picture. So here what people has done in three-tier architecture to avoid the what are the drawbacks in the two-tier architecture. So one of the application server come to the picture. Client sense, we are a client. If you are using the web-based application, Google Chrome or in our own laptop, you are having the OS, then we can connect to the any application. Then you can call it as a client, thin client, kind of. So database could be somewhere. It could be in your machine, it could be cloud, it could be some data centers. If you want to connect if you want to fetch the data from your machine to kind of from the database, then that is a client server. So no, so most of the clients are connecting to the database. So database sometimes is not responding. Then what happened in three-tier architecture? Application server come to the picture. So what happened? This client request will go to the application server. Application server will be respond. Send it to the request to the database. Again, database will be respond. It will fetch the required data, required output data. Then it will respond to the application server. Application server will be take care of to display the data to the users. So what happened here in middle of the layer, it will handle the load, it will handle the security, any more perspectives are there. That is the reason three-tier architecture very good success rate in the market. So using that base architecture, PeopleSoft came and into the market, and they implemented the PeopleSoft Internet architecture. PeopleSoft is a ERP, Internet is a web-based architecture. Architecture in sense, we have multiple architecture, 2-tier, 3-tier, 4-tier, N-tier. Now, what is the exactly of the PeopleSoft Internet architecture? We are using the PeopleSoft, I want to connect the application. So how? A best client server 3-tier is common. So client is there, you are using the web-based application browser kind of, you are a client. And here entire architecture means web-based. So definitely we need a one web server because, for example, you are connecting the web-based, you are sending the request to the database. Like PeopleSoft application. PeopleSoft application definitely it has to understand whatever you are trying to tell that PeopleSoft ERP, whatever you are expecting the output from it. So if it has to understand from the client, definitely one web server kind of server layer came to the picture, so that this web server it will convert the your request to the so which applicant server will understand the requests. For example, web server, I'm just giving the baseline, so we will go in depth. So PeopleSoft client will send it to the request web server will send it to the request app server send it to the request to database, and vice versa. So that is called basic knowledge of the internet architecture. Using the based application, how we are accessing the PeopleSoft application. So that is the internet architecture. So PeopleSoft server hosted somewhere. It could be data center, it could be cloud, it could be somewhere. So, but main reason is you want. It doesn't matter where the data, where the servers are exist. You want finally data only. How we are accessing the application, how we are importing the data, how we are entering the data. That is the reason. So, in your own laptop, you can connect to the server. You can do the whatever you want activities of your own. Like that, PeopleSoft Internet is came to the picture, and it is one of the beauty in the market. No other ERPs support like this. It will support internet architecture, but there are own limitations are there. It's not kind of friendly as PeopleSoft does. So that is the baseline of the PeopleSoft Internet architecture. So yeah, what is the prerequisite, what is the PeopleSoft Internet architecture, what is the ERP kind of. So coming to the organization, so if you, for example, if you develop the PeopleSoft ERP systems in their organization, some definitely we need as a administrator, we need required, PeopleSoft administrator required, because you need to implement, you need to build all this architecture in their manner, and after that developer come to the picture. Developer needed again, because if you want to develop their as per their customization for the client requirement, developer obviously admin cannot do. So developer come to the picture and they will do whatever they need. That is called a PeopleSoft developer, and you can call it as a. So again, here thing is that, for example, we have multiple applications are there in the market. One is human resource management systems and financial management systems and customer.